my reign of terror on Yu-Gi-Oh didn't last long. It was pretty much one game.
Yeah.
But I played Magic growing up. Did you play that game?
Magic?
Magic the Gathering?
No, I didn't get that deep.
Closer. Yeah, so
I didn't
Magic
get that deep into
they
it.
got kind of a cult following. Magic and then Warhammer, which was kind of like these little figurines that you can paint and then create battles and fight other people with different. Like mine would be elf, mage, and then theirs would be orcs and. You just, roll the dice and.
What age were you doing this? Was this like?
This was like last week. No,
okay, cool.
No. I was probably in middle school to high school.
Okay, cool.
That was like my fascination, growing up.
Magic the Gathering. Okay.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering.
I've heard of it. But I was just more so when I was in high school. I think I was more so into sports. I was more of a sport guy. I feel like in every high school there's different sects, there's different groups. Everyone kind of groups themselves a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's the athletes. There's the guys over there playing whatever type of card game.
Yeah, or computer games.
Yeah. There's the artists over there who are really good at drawing. There's always like kind of different groups. You kind of separate yourself into.
Where did you fall in that?
Like I said, I was the basketball guy. I was a basketball guy. I played basketball in high school. I went to high school in Nigeria, actually.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I didn't go to high school in the U.S. So that was a whole experience in itself, you know what I mean? Coming from America, because I was born in America. I got shipped off to Nigeria for high school.
Interesting. Was it boarding school?
Yeah, it was a boarding school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You must have been a bad kid?
I tell the story all the time, man. I was getting in trouble a lot in middle school, man, so... My mom figured the best idea was to kind of take me to a different culture in general. What's where we're from. I'm from Nigeria. And so she figured, I guess it was better to just go somewhere where I wasn't, exposed to different, because America's, it's high school in America. It's crazy. I mean, compared to Nigeria where they can actually like whip you. Corporal punishment is the thing over there. Like, they can like, okay, let's say for example, you have a senior, like someone who's in 12th grade. He can tell you who's in 10th grade to kneel down, like get on your knees.
For what?
Just because he wanted to. You know what I mean? They can do that. It's like it's basically like if you were older than someone, then you had complete authority over them in terms of like the school environment. You know what I mean?
I
so
see.
it's just things like that was just totally different.
Was that a huge adjustment?
Yeah,
for you?
For sure.
What was that like?
It was just like, God dang, I can't wait till I'm in 12th grade, you know what I mean?
You can't wait to graduate.
Yeah.
Oh, you were the oldest one.
Yeah, I can't wait to get to my time to like inflict that on the younger people who I was, in charge of, you know what I mean?
Did you?
I did when I got to 12th grade, yo. It's just like everyone can't wait to get to that level to where they can, be the boss, because in boarding school, there's like, okay, if you're in 10th grade and I'm in 12th grade, I can tell you to go wash my clothes for me. You know what I mean? I can tell you to go fucking, are we allowed to cuss?
I guess we can, but I haven't got to the point where they've demonetized me or anything, so I'm not there yet. So I guess at this point, we could just say any slur you want. Just say all the slurs.
Okay, good. I have full range. I have no...
Yeah, you've full liberty at this point.
I mean, they could just tell you to go buy something from the store. It was just different. And, I think I needed it because I feel like I've turned out to be more level-headed once I came back for college and, able to, like, look at obstacles from a more calm and realistic point of view, I think.
Interesting. Realistic. So you think that by getting that extra disciplinary kind of enforcement authority, like having that authority in you, like watching over you, really made you go the straight and narrow?
Yeah. I mean, just knowing that, there's consequences for your actions, that kind of thing. There's always going to be a consequence, and it's immediate too. That kind of thing, I think, kind of shaped me for the better. So I probably, once I get a kid, I'm probably gonna send him straight to Nigeria.
Really?
Too, honestly, yeah.
That's
You know what I
the
mean?
new initiative. We should bring all of our kids to Nigeria.
Yeah, send them to boarding school somewhere far away from what they're used to. I feel like
That's a great idea.
the path that I was headed, if I had went into middle school with that kind of mindset, I would have been crazy, bro. I don't even probably be locked up somewhere right now, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of like things were you doing as a kid that was like so, you know, what made your parents just like get this kid out of here? We need to really give him some regiment.
I mean, I was getting into mad fights, dude. Like crazy fights in middle school.
Hmm.
Up until like I left for up until like 8th grade, it was a lot of fights, a lot of arguments, but I feel like that's normal. Every teenager trying to figure out their identity around that time. So you want to fit in, you want to feel like you're in charge. And then I think what their mindset was like, okay, he's going into high school where it's like, you got to think your testosterone's going up. You feel like you're the man. And then on top of that, the teachers there where I was going to it was a public school. The teachers there, no offense, they don't care as much. You know what I mean? To really like,
Interesting.
to really like put in, how do I say it? Take time out of what their problems to like really like say, this kid, yeah, he's misbehaving, but I want to help him. They got so many kids, and it's like, you know what I mean? What can they really do about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think that there is a huge cultural difference, like kind of what you were saying with like how everyone in America is like protected, and over, you know, seas you have more of like, these are what the values are. You're gonna stick to what we say, or you're gonna be disciplined.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
I think that is kind of what's missing, is because that's like a backbone. That's like saying, hey, there's gonna be consequences. You better act, you know, straight, or we're going to, you know, strain you out.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of I respect the European culture and you know, other cultures that are like that, because kids do need that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How are things on the music front, or like the business side, going for you?
Yeah, man. I mean, music's been good, man. I feel like I'm finally starting to develop some consistency as far as dropping music. I feel like that's been my struggle, I think, in the past, because I've been doing it for about 7 years.
Oh, nice.
I started in 2018. Yeah, and I think my main struggle was just releasing consistently and releasing content. Granted, I was still young, so like we said before, it was all been a learning, like a learning curve. You know what I mean? Like the more I've done it, the more I realize it's gonna take, you know, music, not only good music, but content, like you just talking about, and just persistence. Like you can't go 6 months without dropping a song. People are gonna forget about you. The world is so fast. You know what I mean? People move on so fast.
Yeah.
So just learning those lessons. I did just drop a new song, actually.
Oh yeah.
It's called Move and Groove. I dropped it like a week ago.
Okay, you posted on your Instagram?
Yeah, I posted like a little, just a piece of content, me and the girl, just vibing. You know what I mean?
Sick. Yeah, I noticed you have like a really cool Afro style, and it reminded me of Aqua, that we had a guest. I don't know if you know him, but
Oh yeah, that's my guy.
You know
Shout out
Aqua?
Aqua. Shout out Aqua for sure. That's my guy. He actually shot he does videography too.
oh, okay.
So he shot one of my videos. Shout out Aqua, man. He's a good
Hey,
guy.
that's sick. You guys know each other.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's my dude.
You
Yeah,
guys
for
have you
sure.
worked on a track together?
Actually, this is an exclusive.
Oh,
It's an
okay.
exclusive. We're working on a song. Yeah, the day that he was shooting the video for me, he came to the studio. We just recorded. Spur of the moment. So Aqua, you see this? We got to finish this record. Where's the camera?
Yeah.
Aqua, we got to finish that record, man.
Hey,
But, yeah.
let's make it happen, man. That'd be cool. Cause
Yeah.
I love his music. Your music is dope. So it'd be cool to just see
Yeah.
both of you guys' worlds collide.
Hell yeah.
And
Sure. Summertime's around the corner.
so what was this whole like new song? Like, this was about a girl? Was it about a relationship?
I mean, this song in particular, I actually recorded this song a while ago. It was during the pandemic. During the pandemic, I had so much time to just sit and record. We couldn't go nowhere. So I developed like a huge catalog, and that was just one of the songs I had. I guess you can say it's about a girl, but I mean, a lot of my songs are not really about, direct personal experiences. A lot of them are just like how I felt at the moment, I guess.
Like,
You know
it
what
would
I
be
mean?
cool to say this, or this is a cool theme.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like an author. Like, you're a curator of vibes.
Yeah, I would say so. There are some songs where it's like I experienced this and I wrote a song about it. But a lot of times, you know, I feel like as an artist, you got to be able to make different stuff at any point. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I might go in there and feel like making a trap song,
Yeah.
and then, you know, I may make an Afrobeat song the next day. So
Yeah, it was kind of, it reminded me, you know, growing up, like the idea of trap was pretty scary, I think, you know, for me. And it's like, cause,
scary.
yeah.
What do you mean by scary?
Because, cause trap was, it was kind of, shedding, hold on, we can put the pillows behind you so you're more comfy.
Oh yeah, I was trying to find the perfect balance.
Yeah, the camera's already locked in on you, so if you move, then you're gonna be out of
Oh,
shot.
okay, so I gotta be lit. Okay, right here.
Yeah, but is that good?
Yeah, this might be.
You can put another one.
That's perfect. This one's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one's perfect.
Let me just double check. Okay. I just did something really weird.
You said it was scary.
Yeah, it was scary. You know, it was funny because at the time I was kind of like in the Bethesda bubble, like living in this area. It's like even going to DC was scary because you were like, oh my gosh, the homeless people were gonna like rob me or something. Like, you know, 15 years ago, that was like the city wasn't as safe. You know, and also I just didn't know what was out there, so I was just not cultured. You know, so when I associated rap music, I would think of like gangsters and people
Danger.
who danger. And so like trap music was like drug dealer music, you know, music where if you're going to a trap, you know, like you would hear it at that trap. So it's like, I remember the first trap I went to, you know, a trap house.
So you've been to a trap house?
Yeah, yeah. And I remember just being so scared because I was like, I don't want to be associated with these people, and if something happens, you know, I'm there.
What were you doing there?
I think it was just kind of like, we were like, it was an after party, and
After's at the trap house. Let's all go.
Yeah, they wanted to like pick something up, and they were just gonna chill at the trap house and stuff.
Yeah, let's hit the afties let's hit the trap house for the afties.
Yeah, so I was very at that point just like taking it all in, and luckily, you know, it was a pretty cool spot, but there was some, you know, questionable things.
I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of stuff that shouldn't be happening is happening in the trap house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have any experience with the trap?
No, actually, I've never been in the trap house. I mean, not that I know of. I've probably been to a couple. I've been to a couple questionable afties. I'm not ashamed to say.
Yeah.
Probably when I wasn't there, it was a trap house, but I didn't know going in it was a trap house. You know what I mean?
So you think that they were like, AYO's coming so quick, we have to hide all the
yeah. Don't even show him that stuff. Clear it all away.
Yeah, we need to make a great impression for AYO.
AYO.
AYO. I thought it was AYO. That's how I was gonna remember.
That's what people always say when they see how my name is spelled. They be like, yo, AYO. I'm like, no, bro.
It's AYO.
Yeah. AYO, yeah.
AYO. Is that
I
short?
put that on my Instagram profile. I'm like, right under my name, I say, pronounce AYO. Don't butcher it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same way because everyone gets my name wrong too.
Yeah. The way yours is spelled is, how do you say your name again?
Raivis.
Raivis, okay.
Yeah, Raivis. But
Where's that name from?
It's Latvian.
Latvian.
Yeah, it's like next to Russia. It's like near Lithuania and Estonia.
Oh, okay.
So it's right smack dab in the middle, and it's a common name over there. Actually, I've never met a Raivis, but I did add one on Snapchat, and I had to figure out, you know, where he was from, and like just be like, yo, we got the same name. That's where are you living right now? Like, what's up? Because you just like
lit.
connected with them, you know, it's just the name. Because we have something called name days, where we celebrate everyone with the same name. In Latvia.
In Latvia?
Yeah.
Really?
So that's really cool because we all like go to the same spot, and then we celebrate each other.
So when is Raivis Day?
Every single day, you know what I'm saying? Hey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I don't.
Man.
I don't actually know 100%.
You
But
gotta figure out when Raivis Day is, bro.
yeah, we gotta make
that means
that
you're
national holiday.
Because that means that day you can just walk. You're the man that day. You walk into any bar. Oh, it's Raivis Day.
Hey,
Yeah. Okay.
another Rivals.
Yeah.
We got.
Yeah, dude.
Or they're gonna be sick and tired of Rivases at the end of
Yeah.
that day.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, they can't complain because it's Raivis Day.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You better shut up.
Exactly.
It's my day right
Yeah.
now.
Exactly.
We're gonna, celebrate.
Hopefully they
you.
arrest people who try to go against Rivases on that day.
Oh, or like they're imposter Rivases. You're not a Rivas.
Yeah.
You're not the real Rivas.
You got to walk around with your birth certificate.
Yeah, I swear, man, I am Rivas.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. They need to have that in America. But then there'd be so many different names. There's only so many days to do that.
Yeah, that's true. I guess. Yeah, that would be very difficult because it's just like a mass. There's just so many cultures all in one spot. But I was at a Japanese restaurant yesterday, and they're buying pretty much the whole block. And I would looked up to see who the organizers were, people who owned the chains, and also did the interior design. Because I'm always curious when I go to a place how much money they're making, who's setting this up, how are they branding their stuff, and so they pretty much open the whole block. Every single store is owned by them, but they designed it slightly different.
What?
So they have a ramen place, and then they have a all you can eat Korean barbecue and hot pot. Then they have a Japanese grocery store or
Wow.
a convenience store.
So it's all owned by one person, but they're just designing each store differently.
Well, it's owned by a group, and so
conglomerate.
Yeah,
And so but they design each restaurant differently or whatever.
Yeah, so it adds value to the whole block, and then everything wins because they're creating more of a vibe of that whole area. So when you go there, that's when you want to get your Asian, your Asian on, and you're like, let me, get my random little Asian toys, and then I'll get, my Korean barbecue on, or now my ramen.
It's a one-stop shop for everything Asian. You can go full Asian mode.
Dude, Asians are literally going to take over this whole world.
Dude, Chinatown's becoming... I was at Chinatown yesterday in Gallery Place, and I was just I always just see tourists always reach up and take pictures of the little Chinatown thing down there.
Oh yeah,
You've
the
been
gate.
in Chinatown, right, in Gallery Place, where they have the kind of the little, I don't know that,
The arch.
what's that?
Yeah, the gate.
That arch thing. And people are just taking pictures. I'm just in my head, I'm just what is so special about this? But then I'm just Chinese is taking over, man.
Dude,
Chinese is taking over.
Yeah, they are. I mean, the Asians in general.
Yeah, dude, it's taking over. Technology.
The amount of times that Japan took over Korea is kind of insane. And because I was over there a few months ago.
Where?
South Korea and Japan.
What are you doing over there?
Just celebrating
Just
my
chilling?
birthday. Celebrating Raivis
Celebrating
Day.
your birthday.
Yeah.
Raivis Day, yeah.
And so I got to know the palaces, and some of the palaces were still being taken over by had been occupied by Japan even in 1960, and that's pretty recent. That they were still occupied by Japan, which just goes to show there's still it's kind of crazy that there's still expansion going on, even though we've all created our countries, but we're all still
People still want more territory.
Yeah.
I mean, you thought that stuff ended with the whole Genghis Khan and Alexander the Great, that whole mindset of trying to take over more territory.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel it's still very prevalent, and people in the country kind of support that a lot of times. Shit, why not?
Yeah, it's patriotism.
Yeah,
they feel they deserve more land,
yeah.
which
Isn't that what Russia's trying to do with Ukraine?
Yeah.
Kind of make that part of Russia.
because it was apparently part of their they owned part of that Ukraine when something happened, and then they lost it, so they feel entitled to it.
Yeah, give us that back, man. We ain't forget.
That's what they're saying, but
we ain't forget about that.
but
Y'all thought we forgot.
there's a lot of people that are not just gonna let that happen.
Yeah.
So it creates a lot of conflict, and then everyone wants to be involved. And I kind of get it because it's like, when you see two siblings fighting, and then the other brothers are like coming in, they're like, whoa, whoa, chill, like, hey,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we need to separate this, but they're still kind of feuding.
Yeah.
I see kind of relationships, personal relationships, and country relationships kind of in the same way. There could be like a misunderstanding, or like you wronged me, so I have to like wrong you, like an eye for an eye, like we have to get our payback. But there could be like there's a more than one way to resolve a situation besides being violent. And
Yeah, man. People so bent on revenge, Sometimes it's best to just understand our differences and just go our separate ways peacefully. You know what I mean?
yeah, but when things have been wronged, like, a lot of people have been killed, or millions of people have been killed, it's kind of harder to turn that eye,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
though it's like that new generation, but those things have happened, previous generations. It's almost like, are we going to forget, or how are we going to respond to that?
Yeah. But then the other side is that, okay, now we're fighting again, more bloodshed. You know what I mean? The people who are here in modern times, they weren't there when this atrocities were happening, but now you're bringing us into an issue from the past, and now we're going to war over something that happened in the past, and we're losing our lives. Do we want to be subjected to that right now? Or should we just be like, okay, it happened, that was messed up, that was fucked up, let's leave it in the past and just try to live peacefully? I feel
Yeah.
like it's an ego thing, man.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in
Feels like
relationships
that.
too, man.
Oh, what do you mean?
You ever had a girl like after you stop dating her try to ruin your name in a way or talk bad about you?
I luckily haven't. I luckily haven't, but I've ended a lot of things have ended in peaceful ways, luckily.
Oh, so it's never been no turmoil like, I never want to see you again. This is over. Like, just crash and burnt.
A lot of the times it just comes from like us not being in the same place. Like just realizing at a certain point, you wanted more, or like this is what all I'm willing to offer at this point. And if you're not willing to ride it out with me and us to get to that point where we're both ready, then we're not, it's not going to happen right now. And then those are
Yeah.
the reasons why a lot of the breakups, at least in my situations, have happened.
Yeah.
Because it's just like we're just not ready for that moment at that moment. And it's like one person's pushing a little bit more than the other.
Okay.
And then we have to be like, I can't give you what you want right now.
Yeah, man. I feel like that's so common too, man.
Yeah.
It's always it's always just like, man, one person wants something, the other person's not ready to give that,
Yeah.
so you're at a crossroads.
You had that?
I think I have, man. I think I have. Not I think, I know I have. I think I've been in relationships where obviously we're not getting any younger, you know what I mean? And people want to see a relationship progress, you know what I mean? They want marriage, and a lot of times it's like family pressure too. You can't forget that. Like mom and dad are like, "Yo, what's going on? We want family, we want we want grandkids and all that type of stuff."
Yeah.
So one side might feel that pressure, the other side might be like, "Yo, I don't care what mom and dad are saying. I'm not ready for that."
Right.
And then,
Yeah, that the family pressure is a whole nother side of things too.
yeah.
Because you got the timeline. Because your parents aren't getting any younger, so they're like, hey, we want to see some grandkids. We want to see something.
Yeah.
It's like we want to see something for all of our efforts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so she is saying, "Oh, I want this. I want to be married. I want to have kids." And you're saying, "No, I want to kind of take things slow. I'm still trying to grind right now, baby.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get to the money." And that's where it ends a lot of times, where it's like, "Oh, you're not doing this. I'm done."
Yeah. Yeah, there is that. Thing is, I think we overthink how much we need to be ready as well. Like, we feel like we need to have it already figured it out. Like, we need to have the house. We need to have a really good income. And there have been people that have been able to survive with a lot less. You know, like
Yeah,
and they've
that
been
is true.
and great kids have come from that too. So it's like sometimes that struggle is what makes great childhoods. You know, it's like learning how to deal with those issues, so that way when you're older, you know,
Yeah.
the struggles of life don't hit you as hard, and you're able to like be more rational and communicate more effectively, because you know that's more important than hiding things with the instant gratification of, you know, receiving that toy you wanted. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you've learned how to be more creative by having a harder childhood.
Yeah, I see that side of it too. I definitely see that side of it, honestly. Um, but then it's just like you also don't want them to come from the mud. You know what I mean? Like, it's. I mean, there's success stories of people who came straight. They were just from the bottom and they came to the top. But it's like, is that going to be everybody? That's not going to be everybody. You know what I
No,
mean?
no, it's definitely not.
So it's like you definitely. I feel like you kind of want to find that balance from where it's like you don't want to wait too long and just miss your opportunity, but then you also don't want to, rush things. It's just a balance. It's tough. Everyone's life is different. You know what I mean? So
Knowing when that opportunity actually happens, because have you had relationships where you look back and you're like, that actually was a lot better than I thought?
the relationship,
Yeah.
and like regretful, like in a regretful
Well,
sense.
you don't have to be regretful, but you could just be like, that was actually a golden relationship.
Yeah, dude, I have had that. I have had that,
Yeah.
and actually recently, man, this past summer.
Really?
Yeah, just recently, and I was like, maybe I should have treated her better. Honestly,
Yeah.
I was really an asshole during that time, but
And
hey,
you
I'll
have
put
to,
in the music, man. I guess.
yeah, it's inspiration now.
Yeah,
But I think you just learn from those situations. But it is kind of like one of those things where you're like, man, if only I just said this, or I could have done this, and I think it could have been way better, or my future would have been different. And it's hard to like not let that go sometimes when it was such a, you know, those were like the glory days in a sense.
yeah, man.
You're like, wow, like you don't really know how good you have it sometimes.
Yeah, and in the moment you're taking it for granted. You're thinking you're the guy. You think you're that man. But
Yeah, but then you let your ego get like
yeah,
in the way, or you think that you need to act this way in order to keep the frame of the relationship. And
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like sometimes that like not willing to back down, or double down on something you know is wrong.
yeah,
You know, it does play its toll, and it might have even meant that you weren't ready to receive that type of relationship.
yeah, yeah. That's another thing too. I think we as men, we all have our egos, man. We all have our egos, man, and sometimes that can be a bad thing. When it comes to relationships.
Yeah,
Definitely, for sure.
yeah. It's interesting too, because women also have their egos. You know, I've
Oh
realized
yeah,
that
hell yeah.
women have some crazy egos.
Hell yeah, for sure, for sure,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I didn't even realize that. I thought it was just a man thing, you know, for like the longest time. And I thought women were kind of just like the more centered, like they knew what was emotionally intelligent. That's what I would always
Nah,
go to women
man,
to like, they know what's right emotionally. So
Yeah, nah,
but
man.
it's actually very
Hell nah,
skewed.
man.
Yeah.
Hell nah. They're not as innocent as they want us to believe, man.
Oh yeah.
I think I've seen both sides. I've seen the good and the bad
Mm,
when it comes to women. I've seen women do things where it's like, oh man, do people know that she's like this behind closed doors?
yeah.
But then I've also seen like, good aspects. No one's perfect, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you got to see both sides, you know what I mean? So that's what.
Yeah, I think you just got to be aware of just like it doesn't matter what man or woman, it's just about human behavior. And at the
Yeah.
end of the day, that's what they're going to go towards, what their habits are, and their
Yeah.
behaviors are going to be a reflection of like their lifestyle, and how they're going to treat you in the future. But not getting caught up in like moments, and kind of seeing things from more of like a external perspective, and being able to really have you as the main focus. Is like, how do I do what's right for me, and not worry about what all this emotional noise, like these frequencies that aren't completely aligning with what I've got going on. It's like if I have to really try extra for someone to get to understand me, it's like maybe there's just we
Maybe
weren't
it's just
meant to
not there.
align. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's just not there.
Yeah.
And that's
So,
tough too, because a lot of times you invest a lot into these relationships, man. You invest so much time and energy just for it not to work, and you're just like, dang, I thought she was the one.
yeah.
And it's just like, dang. Starting over is hard too, man.
It is. It is, because then it's like you're like, who am I now? Who
Yeah,
what do I want right now?
yeah.
If I didn't want it then with that person, what is it that I want? So it's like it is very hard because you don't really know what the next step is, and you just gotta fall in love with being single again.
Yeah, that's the trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You got to take yourself on dates. Like take your, go places, explore, get to know, what you want, and don't, cling on to anything. It's just
I feel like girls love saying that I'm taking myself on a date. Like I feel girls love saying that shit. They love to say that they're taking themselves on a date.
it's a me time. That's what
They
I
love to post
consider.
themselves in like a restaurant and take a picture of like just a plate and no one on the other side talking about taking myself on a date. I'm like, okay, you didn't have to post. You didn't have to post that on your story. I
What
think
are
it's
you
kind
trying
of
to
like
say?
it's message. It's subliminal. It's subliminal messaging to say like, oh, I'm single. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're still wanting the attention.
Yeah.
That they're, living a certain lifestyle that you're missing out on.
Yeah, like yeah, I don't need you to take me on a date. I'm gonna take myself on a date. That's
Yeah.
what that is.
I think just self love too. You
Yeah,
can still
yeah.
do that though. Like
Absolutely. I'm all for it, man.
yeah, I'm all about the self discovery journeys, and like, dude, I wanna my next trip. People will just keep asking me. They're like, wait, where are you going now? Like, what's the next one?
Oh yeah, I peeped your page, bro. You be all over the world, bro.
Thank you, man. Yeah, yeah.
What's that about, man? Why you just like to travel? Is that what it is?
Dude, it is one of the I find the most refreshing ways to just get a new perspective, and I love just that feeling of like being in the plane and not knowing what's going to happen next, and you just get propped in the middle of a civilization that you don't even know how
Yeah.
to speak the language, you don't know the traditions, the culture, the people,
Yeah, for
and you're
sure.
just like, what am I gonna do? Like, let's figure this out.
Yeah.
And there's so many amazing stories and people that you meet along the way and experiences. I think that's what for me it's just that gold. The gold. I just love experiencing things like that. So
Yeah, different cultures,
yeah,
different food, different environments.
yeah. Do you travel a lot too?
I try to. I try to. I've said the next time I travel, it's got to be when I go on tour, man. I'm not
Oh,
traveling
when's that?
again until I'm booked to go somewhere else.
Full. Any shows coming up?
Not yet, but I'm putting it into the air. I'm manifesting
Mm.
it. I'm manifesting it. My music is very like I make Afrobeats, so it's a very international sound in general, you know. So a lot of people in Europe like that sound. It's still developing, I feel like, in the US,
Yeah.
but Europe, of course, Africa, Australia, those places they love like Afrobeats and stuff. So
Yeah, it's awesome. I think Afro beats are just like the African culture. I love it because it's just so loving. Like
yeah,
you can
man.
just hear the love in what they say and like how they express themselves and then the music. It's like those big choirs and chants of people repeating like the
Yeah.
melody, and you just feel so uplifted by it. I
Yeah,
absolutely
absolutely.
love Afro music.
Yeah, it's starting to make a headway, I think, in the music scene. Cause like before in like 2015, 2016, you would ask someone what is Afrobeats, they'll be like, not really. Like you had to be from Nigeria to really like know about Afrobeats and Afrobeat artists. But like, since like 2020 with Burna Boy and all these Wizkid and all
Yeah,
these people,
Wizkid.
like it's becoming a thing. Like you hear it in clubs often. It's I feel like I'm entering into that scene at the right time for sure.
So have you
Yeah.
been how have you been putting out yourself out there?
Shit, by doing more interviews.
Yeah.
Um, um, just like making content. I think performing
Mm.
every chance I get. I went to Atlanta like 2 years ago to do a show. I went to LA to do a show.
Mm.
Just kind of just spreading my message in different markets. I went to New York recently to do a show. That was
Okay.
pretty fun.
Sick.
Just trying to spread my message in different markets on top of like my online presence, pushing it online as well. So
Pushing P is pushing presence.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, pushing that P
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Got to, man. Got
I
to.
like that. Yeah, that's sick. And I think that one of my resolutions for the 2025.
Okay.
Because now we're like talking. It's kind of the end of the year. You're at that new place where you're bookmarking. You're like, all right, this year's done. Let's reflect and see what we can do to grow. One of my resolutions was to start performing like just more, and because I've like less experience with the DJing side, a lot of experience with production, but I'm like trying to merge the worlds, and so instead of me, like approaching clubs and trying to get opportunities there, I was like, you know what? Since I need to make this happen right now, where is it like a number one spot for artists to be, all huddled up, where I can network and also just create vibes and be welcome. And I was like, you know what? Miami would be the spot right now.
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like,
love Miami, man.
I just came back from there, but I was there for Art Basel.
Oh, yeah.
And
definitely. That's a good time.
Me and Chase I made a whole bunch of songs, like 7 songs for him, and I did 30 songs for myself, and I was just performing it for like, we were there for like 2 weeks, and we would start from like 4 o'clock till 6, and just see what people, like the climate, the pulse of the streets would be thinking about our music. And actually, I like that even more because it was so rogue, and it was like guerrilla marketing in the sense that it's like you really got to see what people really thought of your music, not just because they like your music,
So you were doing it on the street?
Yeah, I was doing it on the street.
Like you were making songs on the street?
I was playing.
You were performing your songs on the street? Okay. Yeah, see, I haven't gotten the balls to do that yet, honestly. Just perform randomly on the street.
You gotta come perform with me.
I'm down, man.
Yeah, come perform because as soon as it starts getting a little bit warmer, we'll put on a show. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of artists.
You talking about in Miami?
No, right here.
Oh, right here?
Yeah,
I'm down.
Right here down the street. Yeah, we just set up. And
you already got a venue in mind and all that?
This is right here. That's the venue.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
We got the speaker. We got the mobile setup. We got everything that we need. We can make the show. I want to be able to create like block parties where we just shut the block down legally.
Yeah.
And
sure.
And just like have a whole bunch of fun and create a vibe and memorable experiences with music and like-minded people.
I mean, shit, you're doing a good thing with this podcast. I mean, because you're meeting a lot of artists, of course. So your network is expanding.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and I see
what I mean? Now you're on my radar. I didn't even know. I thought you were just this random guy that like challenged people on the street. But I didn't know you got a whole producer like community.
Yeah.
You got a podcast, and then you're traveling. So.
Oh yeah.
It's good, man. It's good.
Yeah, I think that just creating a lot of things for you, like creating those experiences instead of like trying to find the venues or find the people, the gatekeepers, in a sense. You can be that own, even like you gotta make a name for yourself. You gotta make, the standard for the quality of what you do, you're in charge of that. So everything, all your output, how people see it is a reflection of the type of work that you put into it. So if you just get really good at quality control, managing, the vision, and then bringing people together. That's the name at the game at the end of the day. Like, I'm, even though it doesn't seem like much, but like those small little ripples, they start adding up, and then before you know it, you've created like a movement, and people that are rocking with your energy, they also want to be part of it, and now you're building something, that's bigger than yourself.
Yeah, Yeah, man.
And so that's the goal is that I don't want to be tied to anything. You know, I just want to create, and I want to, um, um, you know, make my dream happen in the form of putting spotlights to other people and uniting like-minded people.
Hey, man, I support it, man.
Yeah.
I support it. I support it for sure.
What's your dream as an artist?
Man, my dream is to be able to just make a living off my music. Like, just be able to wake up and just make music all day. When it's time to go perform, I go perform. When it's time to travel, go on tour, I go on tour. I just want to be able to just do what I love every day. That's my ultimate goal. Not necessarily to be the biggest artist ever. I don't want to be a small artist though, but
You
just
could
to
be the
be able
smallest
to,
artist ever.
like, what do you mean?
No,
Like the small, like micro, like literally.
You could shrink yourself down to a Lego, and then you could be the smallest artist ever.
That probably would be a marketing. That would be a good marketing ploy. I probably would get a buzz off that, honestly.
That'd be a good video, honestly. Just like you being a small person in this big world,
Yeah.
and then just like trying to perform and get people's attention.
Yeah. Nah, people would follow that story for sure, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, my goal is definitely just to be an artist that can live off of my music, essentially. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta reverse engineer it. You gotta think like, okay, where would the money come from? Are they artists that are paying me? Are they fans that are paying me? What are they paying me for? They're not paying me for like to listen to my music because now everything's pretty much free.
Yeah.
You're not really
yeah.
making money
yeah.
off of that. So it's
Yeah,
like,
hell
where
no.
are you gonna make money off? That's kind of how I was able to create that reverse how I was able to get paid for what I love doing is kind of reverse
You mean like
engineering.
DJing?
No, producing music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like, where you feel like you're at as far as producing?
What do you mean?
Like, do you feel like that is like your bread and butter, or
That's my main thing is music production, and then I've even kind of merged into a world of creative consultation, and so like
okay.
now I'm like also curating the experience of like knowing what cameras to use and
Okay.
you know how to shoot your content and like how to get like
So you're trying to go like media company, like full service media company, like you know,
Yeah.
if you want to interview, this is your guy. If you need beats, this is your guy. You need studio time, this is your guy.
is your guy. If you
Need a video shot,
Yeah,
this is your guy. You
videos.
need photography,
Yep.
this is your guy. Okay.
Exactly, promotion, all of that. You're putting it all together.
Like an agency kind of in a way.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. Kind of like a label, and then also events too. So we're gonna throw events with these artists that we're building, and then people get to see them live, and we create, curated experiences.
Okay. I see the vision.
Yeah.
See the vision, Raivis.
Yeah.
See the vision, man. I'm on board. I'm on
Hell
board
yeah.
with it, man. I definitely want to, especially when summertime comes back around, to perform more. That's been one of my goals. It's one of my 2026 resolutions.
Okay.
Try to perform as much as I can and get this good music to the people.
Heck yeah. Yeah. I would love to have you perform with me and all the other artists I'm gonna be showcasing, because it's gonna be like this, but it's gonna be on the street. It's not gonna have the microphones, but we're gonna have people filming it, and we're just gonna be creating vibes. Some things are gonna be like slow, and it's just gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out along the way. But I realized while I was in Miami, as soon as I pressed the play button on a random beat, and then people would just be like, "Hey, can I hop on the mic?" And then they just start freestyling. So it just created this moment.
And that's content at the end of the day. That's content.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got people reacting to you, reacting to other people, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, this guy's out here. He's not just sitting at home wanting to be a producer. He's actually going outside and like exposing his work to other people, and they're reacting in real time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a dope vision. It's a dope vision.
Man. Yeah, I'm such a what's it called, like an overthinker, that I think of like what's the next thing I can do, and I think I just have to remind myself it's like the next interview. It's like that the next interaction that I'm having with someone that is like-minded. That's why I love these interviews, because it's like I'm creating a bridge between our brains, and for us to see if we can do something in the future. And it's like through that we're also showing people like the type of personalities we have. They're getting to know us as people, and it's more of like a
Well, speaking of that, bro, I see you be in the gym, bro.
Yeah,
Trying to get swole on us, huh?
You know,
You
there's
trying to get swole, huh?
yeah. Are you a gym buddy?
Yeah, bro. I be in the gym, bro. I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh yeah. Oh damn.
Yeah, bro. I be in the gym. You know what I mean? You ain't the only one that be in the
Okay.
gym. Bro.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot.
I had to take the jacket off.
Yo,
So you feel me.
he can't even. His arms are so big,
Yeah,
he can't even take it
My
off.
jacket not even letting me
Yeah.
be great.
Yeah.
I ain't like
Hey,
you yet, bro.
okay.
I'm gonna get to where you going, but
That's
you know what I'm
what's
saying?
up,
I be in
man.
the gym too, man. Shout out to all my gym goers,
I
man.
love seeing that, man. That's the vision is just to stay healthy. To be honest,
Yeah,
and then the rest is
facts.
extra.
Facts. You gotta hit the gym.
You can't do.
How long you been gymming for? Like, would you say? How many years?
15 years.
15?
Yeah, since I was 18.
Bro, you put real time in.
Oh yeah, and I stopped working out once, and it was during COVID. But all the rest of the times, I've been working out consistently. And
Dang.
yeah, it's just there's always some part of my body that is in pain. Like I'm sore somewhere. It's my lower back.
Yeah.
Today it's my lower back and my tendons because I'm doing a lot of like planche exercises because I'm trying to do. You know what a planche is?
Planche?
Yeah.
Nah.
It's
I've heard of a plank. I never heard no. Is that like a plank, but just like your arms in a different position?
Planche is like using your arms as like a table to your body, but without your legs.
I might have to Google.
Yeah, it's just like a push-up without your legs.
Okay.
Just holding your
so
whole
what
body
what
up.
body part is that working? Is that like chest?
No, it's all of it is your scapula area.
Oh, like your upper back and stuff.
And it's your lats, and then it's all of this tendons here and your major. That's a lot on your shoulders. And so I'm right now. My shoulders are still sore from last week, and my tendons. It is such a weird feeling to be exhausted in my tendons because it's like my muscles feel like they can lift, but I just everything feels off.
Yeah.
So it's getting used to that, but yeah, I'm getting ready for my 40s, man. I'm getting there, so that's why I'm working all my tendons and trying to strengthen it so that way if I trip and I end up falling, on a stair or something, I'm not gonna break anything because
facts.
at least can catch myself.
Yeah, and that's what it's about, man. That's my whole mindset when it comes to working out. Just being able to stay kind of in a active, you know what I'm saying? Active body. Like I still have energy to move around and stuff like that. I'm not like slouching, you know what I mean? I still have energy. I'm still fit, So that's all. That's what it's about for me, definitely.
How old are you?
I just turned 30.
30 years old.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've been working out for 7 years. How long?
I started like right around the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's not been a long time for me.
5 years. That's pretty good. You got a great body for 5 years.
Yeah.
You've been on the grind. You've been staying focused.
Nah, I looked up. I got with a trainer. I got with a good trainer. He's kind of like a Rocky Balboa. You know Rocky Balboa? No.
He's a boxer?
No, I'm thinking of Mike Tyson. You know Mike Tyson's trainer?
No.
Like this, he was like this old white guy that he trained with, right?
Yeah.
That's my trainer exactly, like literally like that, bro. He's dude. He has his own home gym, and he trains just like that, bro. He's just no nonsense, no discipline. Yeah, I lucked up, and so I was lucky to have that when I started out working out. Crazy.
It's nice to have that accountability, but I'm very much like a by myself kind of worker outer. Like I usually get a lot of I'm way more productive by myself.
Oh yeah.
Than with other people. Like I mostly work out with other people for their benefit.
Oh, you train people too?
Yeah, sometimes. But they have to be worth my time.
Yeah, nah, I feel that.
Because I can't just train someone who just wants me to babysit them.
Yeah.
Hold their hands. Like I gotta train with someone who's like as dedicated. Like they know the only thing that they're missing is information, but they're here to show up, put in the energy, put in the work, and if it means for me to help guide them with certain exercises or eating habits or just like game, then I'm willing to put them on because it's not. I'm not here to hold on to anything. When I die, I got nothing. you know.
Yeah,
So
facts.
I might as well give as much as I can.
I feel the same way. Gotta die empty. I feel the same way when it comes to music too. Like I don't want to have any unreleased songs.
Really, you're gonna release all your music?
I'm trying to drop every single track I have in my hard drive before I die.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Do you think people want to hear the?
Number one, these labels, when I do end up signing, they're not gonna be able to profit off, those posthumous albums because you don't have nothing. I dropped everything.
The posthuman.
Yeah, I dropped everything. Y'all can't get the bread off that, so. Or maybe I'll just have like a hard drive and give it to my brother or some, or my children, just tell them keep it or something.
Or it's going to be a robot. You're going to upload the music to a robot who will just play your music and walk throughout the city.
Yeah, probably by that time, who knows what's going to be walking around. Dude, I saw like robots fighting and stuff on TV.
Already.
Like they're doing that in South Korea. Like wherever you said you came from earlier.
South Korea.
They have like robot boxing matches and shit now.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I saw that in the movie and I was like, yo, this got to be so far away in the future. But nah, they're actually doing that stuff now, bro.
Yeah. It's kind of a little, I mean, that part's cool, but whenever I see like any sort of entertainment that's robots or AI or anything, I'm kind of thinking, how could this really be weaponized? And like, this is probably the end of us, because this is not. Like this is all entertainment right now, but it could just switch. As soon as the context changes, that's all. That could either be fun to watch or terrifying to run away from.
Yeah, nah, facts. It could get ugly in the future. But I feel like we've made so many movies about that kind of stuff to where it's like, I feel like we've thought about that and we've probably made some precautions so that never happens. Like, there's got to be some sort of off switch they got.
I think it's too late. No, I bet you now they already had the power to create certain drones that could probably break through windows. They could probably, if they chose to just do an all-out attack on all like humans or like people that are like in a certain area, they could press a button, have all the drones come, kill everybody, and then like that would be the end like of that area. Like they probably could easily destroy lots of people with the technology that we already have.
But we currently.
We can't do anything about it because we don't even know. Like we wouldn't know all of the inner workings of the AI type of military AI that they have, like the ability to recognize a face and shoot someone within seconds, or milliseconds.
Yeah.
Like I already saw, I seen a clip of that.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Where, on YouTube or something?
No, it was this guy who actually the creator of it posts his journey through on Instagram, and so he was showing like a device that he puts in his car, and it's like a Gatling gun, and it will just shoot really quickly and just completely disintegrate whatever that was that he shot in seconds, well, milliseconds.
Yo.
Yeah, so it's already out there, and it's like the thing is like, what do we have? Like the right to bear arms, which is great, but it's like there are so many more weapons and things that can be used at like the disposal of the government that we have no.
That we don't even know about.
Yeah,
we don't even know about what they got going on in the Pentagon, man.
Yeah,
they're probably cooking up something crazy right now. We have no idea.
Dude, they are already doing it, like with like just certain systems. How certain systems are created, they're already either controlling our thinking or controlling the types of food that is in our systems. It's through the algorithm, like all of those things that we're exposed to that's changing our thinking, and it's already happening, so they've weaponized social media, they've weaponized food, so it's already kind of, we're already experiencing that, that takeover.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, because it's like, I feel like there's a lot of propaganda like right now against having kids. Like, have you ever heard like people say they just don't want kids, and you ask them why, it's just like, I just don't want it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be too much of a burden. It's like, when in history was that ever like the sentiment? You know what I mean? People usually wanted to have big families and stuff like that. But I'm just hearing so many people just like not want to have kids, and I think society, like what you said about the media and stuff we consume, it kind of like promotes that in a way. You know what I mean? It's
Mm.
like you don't need kids. You know what I mean? You don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And I think thinking for ourselves too is bec- becoming harder because we don't know. We need a lot of the times we need context in order to understand like what our thoughts like how are us being in this society, like what is the meaning of it, so we need the context of it. And so if we're in a society where the narrative is a certain way, we feel like when we go against that narrative that we are like going against like humanity.
Yeah.
And that's not always the case because it's like the themes of it's like I look at it like we have the light already within us and we have the answers within us. And if we just listen to that light, then like
You'll be all right.
we're going to be fine.
Yeah.
But it's like all the noise where it's that propaganda you're saying, like with especially, I think it's kind of a radical feminist movement, that's kind of telling women that they need to get their money up and have the independence instead of going back into the family values of like being a support role in the family, which is extremely necessary, nurturing and like helping create that foundation for you, for a family.
Yeah, that whole mindset, they're pushing against that. That's just like, nah, heck that. Cut that out. You don't need it. You can make your own money.
Which you can. I mean, you can even in the family too. Like you can be resourceful. There's definitely different ways to make an income now. Yeah. You don't need to show up 9 to 5. Like you can also be an entrepreneur. It's gonna be harder. 'Cause you make your own time. Like I realized that through being an entrepreneur for this long, and before I was just like, oh, I just want to do music full time, and it's still a great like thing. This like great goal, but there's more to it than just making the music. There's being the business guy, dealing with the relationships, like figuring how to manage your time, and figure out how to like use leverage to your benefit, like leverage of relationships and your network in order to create the lifestyle for it to be mutually beneficial for you and your client.
Yeah.
And so you can do that.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I think a lot of people, not to cut you off, but a lot of people don't want. That was surprising to me when I figured out that a lot of people don't necessarily want to be entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? Some people are just meant to be 9 to 5 employees, and that's cool. That's cool. But that was hard for me to kind of accept. It's like not everyone's gonna have that mindset where it's like, I kind of don't want to follow the status quo. I want to kind of do my own thing, try to see if I can have a business and make that business grow, as compared to just kind of taking the normal route, go to college, get a degree, be in debt, go get a job, work to pay off that debt, start a family at a certain age. It's like there's also alternatives, but a lot of people don't want to kind of take that route. So you got to accept that too,
Yeah, I think that it's interesting because people's minds is like, if I can see someone doing that, then it's probably easy to do. Like they kind of think, oh, I could probably do that. Like, oh, or it's just going to take a little training. I could probably do that if I really wanted to, but I just don't feel like it right now.
Yeah, nah, it's not that easy, man.
Yeah, a lot of people can try to like they justify even when they see like a certain like a physique, like they'll like see my physique. They're like, oh, it's only obtainable.
Steroids.
Yeah, only obtainable with steroids. He's probably using something, like that. There isn't like the amount of the answer is hard work, and so like they're wanting to justify the reality by avoiding the true answer because that would be embarrassing that they didn't put that type of work in themselves, or like they're showing that they're not able to commit and have that type of discipline that other person was to have. So it makes them less as a person by admitting that it was hard work because they couldn't, do that same thing. Or like, what's the difference between me and you? Oh, the only difference is steroids because
Yeah.
so like that's
Yeah,
how they
yeah,
justify.
yeah. They
You know.
always point to something or somebody, or they had rich parents, or he used steroids, or what I'm
Yeah,
saying, someone
yeah.
helped him. They did something to get on.
Mm.
Sometimes it just took years. I mean, who's gonna believe that you've been in the gym for 15 years? I was shocked when you told me 15 years, but that's what it takes a lot of times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, there's a muscle maturity that you can tell even, like, you're not going to just have this type of, like, these forearms. You're not going to have this forearm out of, like, 5 years.
hey,
Maybe.
talk your shit, Ravis.
Raivis.
Talk your
Yeah,
Raivis. My bad.
yeah,
Oh shit, my bad.
yeah,
Raivis. Talk your shit, man.
yeah. You're
Got
gonna,
to,
you
man.
gotta put in the work. You
Got
gotta
to.
really show up, and this is the result of putting in work. That's
Hell
it.
yeah, man.
And I think that's what we need. We just need to instill that in our youth, that like level of discipline of like saying, you stick to this long enough, you're gonna see a certain result. And nowadays it's kind of like microwavable. Do this, try this. This is the easy tip. This is like a tip on how to make $1 million. Like
Yeah.
okay, but it's not that easy. Like there
Yeah.
really is so many more pieces that go into it that you have to learn along the way, and you weren't ready to receive that million, like until
Yeah,
you've
man.
learned that. And maybe you find that shortcut, but you're gonna miss out on all these other teachings that will keep you like sane and knowing how to use that million to make
Yeah,
that next
exactly.
10 million, to make that 100 million. There's no shortcut. There really isn't.
Yeah, nah, facts. I mean, that goes back to music too. Like, I see people all the time who, they have one hit. They have one hit, and it's like they get a hit and they shoot up to the top of the charts, but then they struggle to kind of like supply another hit and kind of be an artist who is successful because they just don't know how to maneuver compared to someone who, like, they didn't have a hit super fast, but they just dropped and dropped and dropped and built their fan base. Once they do get a hit, there's like they're able to stay on top longer because they've already built the infrastructure. They know how to move. And a lot of times when you're an artist who has like one hit that shoots to the top, labels take advantage of that because you don't know what to do. This is your first time, you know what I'm saying, being exposed, and they take advantage of you. So that's why I think, you got to have knowledge, of course. And like you said, you just got to go through the motions and really dial in to your craft.
Yeah. You got to sit down and just be like, what can I do right now to work on this? And it sometimes, like, for artists, we're not getting that, like, we're not getting paid instantly. As soon as it's like all the stuff we're doing isn't really adding up to making money, like, short term.
Yeah,
Like,
nah, facts.
Like, us putting
It's
all
hard.
this work is really setting us up for in 5 to 10 years. That's when you're gonna reap the rewards because you've developed your craft enough, you developed your sound, your brand, like how to put yourself out there. You found your voice. All of those things are essential to becoming that artist that people can follow and want to follow.
People love the story. People love the story too. When you blow up fast, you really don't have a story, but people love to follow along to the story and say they were a day one fan. Like, I knew so and so when they were just 500 followers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I've been watching all these propaganda clips. Like, for some reason, my Facebook algorithm is just feeding me so much of this Jake and Anthony aftermath.
Drake and Anthony Joshua, the
Yeah,
boxing.
Yeah, Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. I'm getting so much of this aftermath of, like, now the car accident happened, and
yeah, that
it's
was
like,
crazy.
was Jake responsible?
Jake has something to do with it, man.
Yeah, it's like, wow, like they really trying to make this narrative into something that's so.
He wanted revenge on Anthony Joshua.
Yeah,
man.
he went against the
needed to-
contract that it's a rigged fight, and so now he has to
He was
pay the
supposed to
ultimate
lose.
price, his life, which.
Nah, but I heard Jake say that he was paid to lose, I think. That's what he said. But I'm just like, bro, even if you both were serious, right? Like, take away all the cameras, all the money, You put you and Anthony Joshua in a ring, I feel like the same result would probably happen. You know what I mean? There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way this whole narrative I was paid to lose. Okay, but yeah, nah, that's crazy. There's always gonna be like some weird conspiracy.
They love to just gossip. That's what it is. It's like I don't know if being famous would even be fun because it just would be so many people trying to throw their own speculations on your lifestyle, and then you hear one narrative, you're like, what? That like
Yeah.
that's not me. But then everyone else that buys into that person's platform now thinks of you as this negative person or of this, you know, person who curated a hit. You know, like you.
Yeah.
It's like so much speculation. It could be probably very annoying. It's like probably high school, and it's like you hear gossip in the hallways, and they're like, "Hey, did you hear? Blah blah
Yeah,
blah
yeah,
did
yeah,
blah
yeah.
blah blah," and you're like, "What?" Or I think they like that person, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And I remember a girl even coming up to me, and she was like, "They say that you like me. You like me?" And
They
of course,
say.
I was like, "I would never like you," like because I was just so like insecure of like wanting to admit my feelings for a woman.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, "Nah, I'd never like you."
Dang.
And then it's like deep down, I'm like, "Nah."
I'm sure you look back on that. I was like, yeah, that was probably the wrong move.
That was probably the time that we could have had something potentially.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but you
Could
don't
have had your
think-
little high school sweetheart, man.
Dude, I wasn't ready for anything in like until the end of high school. My parents didn't let me date until
real?
I was in 12th grade.
Dang, let me find out your parents were strict like mine.
Yeah,
They didn't send you to boarding school though. That's a good thing.
They sent my sister.
Oh, for
They
real?
sent my sister. Like my sister got expelled, so she had her own.
Oh
path.
shit.
Yeah, so she was in her own private school type of thing. Everyone has their own path.
That must be the playbook for parents. Like if they're acting up, send them to boarding school.
Yeah, that seemed to be a pretty common theme in Disney movies.
Yeah.
You know, like that was actually kind of looking like I kind of like want to see what boarding school is like.
Yeah.
Like I think it would be kind of fun to dress up in the same outfits and I don't know, like the community side of
Nah,
things.
it's lit. It's lit because obviously you're shacking up with boys your age. You're all in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna get into some fuck shit. There's gonna be a lot of stories. Sneaking over to the girls' dorm and shit like that at night, trying to mess with the girls and shit.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
cool. It's cool. It's cool for sure. Fights and stuff like that, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, kind of. I was so ADHD. I was constantly on medication. I was such a zombie, and so I would be like, it would take my inhibition to communicate with people like out, and I was kind of like an out. I would look at myself as like an outlier. It was harder for me to relate to people, so I was just kind of hanging out with like a few of my friends. I was an athlete, but also was like a nerd, band geek, also on the computer. But I was like amazing at soccer and running and anything athletic really.
okay,
It was pretty like
kind of like the best of both worlds a little bit. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah.
And then now I like found myself through like like self-discovery, like rejecting like constantly getting rejected, you know, from life and trying to figure out who I am. But yeah, man, I hope the cameras are still running. I'd be curious to know because, you know.
Is it still running or not?
And I think I didn't hear it come off, so
Okay.
I know this one's still good. But what's next for you, man?
Man, is this your last podcast of 2025?
No, I'm filming one. I think there's supposed to be another one tomorrow, or even later today.
Okay.
But
Oh.
it'll be out. We'll be out on. This will be out on Friday.
Oh, quick turnaround.
Oh yeah!
I like that.
Boom! Yeah,
like
it'll be
that,
out
man.
Friday.
2026, man. I just want to, of course, drop more music. I got another collaboration on the way in January with this artist called Maggie. She's German. Amazing voice. I met her while she was in the DMV. She moved back, but before she left, I got to record an amazing song called "Can't Get Enough." I can't wait for people to hear that one. That's gonna be nice. And then of course, it's starting to lead up into the summer. I gotta drop my regular Afrobeats hits. You know what I mean? They need that. So just look out for more visuals, more music from me, more performances. Raivis, we about to link up for a performance.
Oh, yeah.
You said that.
Yep.
And
April.
Yeah, man. I just want to be more consistent and more focused, man. It's so easy to get distracted in this city.
Yeah.
With just like being outside and partying and stuff like that. But I want to be more focused and more intentional in 2026 and just be more consistent. So
That's
for
what's up,
sure.
man. Yeah. They say that people, alcoholics that count the days, they're like, I've been sober for 7 days now, and then whenever they set like a certain goal, they're really just saying that to count the amount of days, like that they can say, like they're counting how many days until they're going back to being an alcoholic.
Okay.
So that's why they're counting, because they're like, oh, I lasted a year this time. But in reality, it's like if you didn't even count, then like that's better than actually counting it. So whenever I think of like New Year's resolution, and I think of like someone saying, oh, like I'm going to start at this time, it really just is like trying to create permission, or like I think it's good to be mindful of the New Year's resolution, but I think at the end of the day, it's like if you can get started now, like that's better than waiting, for it to be an official 2026 goal. Like you could have that goal. Like I remember I was at the gym and this guy like wanted to know how to do a muscle up. He's like, dude, I really want to know how to do it. I was like, all right, well, you got 6 days before the end of the year, so you better figure it out before the 2026 happens.
Yeah.
So instead of like being like, oh no, that my New Year's resolution is going to be doing a muscle up. I was like, no, you got only till the 20.
Start now, man.
Yeah, start it right now. And
like to wait for this like artificial start time. Like just start now, man.
Yeah.
Watch how the gym's gonna be packed on January 1st. It's gonna be mad packed in that gym. You're not gonna be able to find a machine to work out at January 1st.
Yeah.
And then like February it'll kind of fizzle out. They'll kind of just be gone.
Yeah, wasteland. But that's just people's nature though. So you just, it's gonna come. It's not gonna change what I do. So, but I'm excited for next year. I think there's gonna be a lot of really cool things happening just because of the momentum of what's already happening.
Yeah. That's what it's about. That's what this whole thing is about, momentum, man. Keeping that momentum up. And that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of just losing my momentum. Like that fear is what keeps me going. Like I just dropped a fire song. I need to drop another one. Oh, they like that one? Oh, let me drop another one. That's what motivates me these days. So that's what I'm on.
Yeah, the momentum is it's a challenging thing because it can also be a bad motivator, because then if you lose momentum, then it's like, did you lose motivation at that point?
Yeah.
And it's like, then why were you doing it? What was the reason you were doing it in the first place? So sometimes taking your time with certain things is better than just putting it out there because you're like, oh, I have to. Like, people are expecting it from me. So
yeah,
I think that you were right with just being intentional. Like having the intention to be, I'm gonna put my music out there and see what happens. Who knows, man? Who knows who's watching? Like you never know who's like, actually, I really like what he said there, or like this guy, I want to check out his music, like and then he ends up, you guys go on tour with each other.
Yeah, man. Who knows what could happen, man?
It could be Tupac. Tupac is actually
he's in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he's in Puerto Rico.
I knew it.
He's in Puerto Rico. He's watching this podcast right now. He's like, what?
He's gonna come out of hiding. He has to. He's gonna see this interview and be like, yeah, nah, it's about time.
Yeah, he's like, I wanna go on tour with these guys.
Enough is enough. I gotta pop out.
For these guys.
Yeah.
For Raivis.
Yeah. Imagine if Tupac was actually alive.
I did.
And he popped out.
He's like, just kidding, guys.
Yeah, he'd probably take over the rap game, man. Quickly, expeditiously.
I'm surprised no one's tried to like pretend that they were like Tupac or try to recreate his sound.
I feel like there's a bunch of AI. There's a bunch of like AI verses and stuff going on out there. But that's what you could do that with any artist's voice now, man.
Oh yeah,
You could make a whole song in Biggie's voice using AI. Isn't that fucking crazy,
yeah,
man?
that is. I think it's. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. It's like, do they get part of the royalties?
See, that's another thing. We got to figure out these laws. Like, if I make a song using Drake's voice, like an AI version of Drake's voice, can Drake sue me for that?
I think he owns 50%, at least.
Okay.
I think it's like a standard 50 at least. I don't think you can release it. I think you need to have his sign off.
Because what if that thing goes crazy and, like, I'm making serious bank off this song? If Drake only gets 50%, that's a good deal on my part, I feel like, you know?
Yeah, we need it. You know what?
It's got to be more than 50. It got to be like a cease and desist type thing. You can't put that up.
We need to just stop making original music and just use
do
AI.
AI only?
Yeah, just AI only. That's what we need to start doing.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That sounds like some. Then I'd be out of a job, I guess.
Dystopian.
Right?
No, AI is not a. I don't think AI is that much of a threat because we still need human. We need someone to use to be the driver of AI, and those can be the AI is a tool, and so the same way that we've been sampling, stuff from records, using records, and now we're just using the internet, or we're using source.
So do you think AI could do you think there would be a time in the future where it would just be like 80% of the artists are AI artists, and it'd be like 20% just humans, like they just take over the game. Like labels don't even sign humans anymore; they just they just make AI artists, and that just be like the standard in the industry.
Maybe, who knows? I really don't know.
Who fucking that's scary,
yeah,
though.
It could be. Could be like that. That's why you got to get it done now.
Yeah, that's why. Hey, that's why. Ain't no time to waste, man.
Yeah,
ain't no time
you
to
gotta
waste.
Release that song that you've been holding on to.
Yeah,
you gotta put yourself out there. That's it. It's just like, for the legacy, for humanity. You gotta put it out there for humanity.
Facts. I want my kids to be able to eat off my music, man. You know what I mean? So they know I just wasn't out here wasting my time. I used my gift, and it'll inspire them to do the same thing, not just follow the status quo all the time.
Yeah, it is interesting. Well, I've appreciated you being on the podcast, man.
Absolutely.
And definitely, we got performances to come, So
hey, man, you saying it now?
Yeah, it's set. It's set. So we just gotta find a day. You're gonna join me on the street, and I got an album coming out, so I'm gonna be releasing.
Oh, you got an album coming out?
Yeah, I got.
What kind of beats you make?
Trash music, man. I don't make good music.
Nah, stop fucking with me. Nah, I don't even believe that for a second, man.
Just kidding. I make house, dance music.
You make house?
I make all kinds, man. I do some Afro vibes.
Gotta send some my way, man.
Yeah,
Gotta send some my way. I got the studio in the crib.
I don't send my music out.
You don't what?
I don't send my music out.
Oh, you like to make it on the spot?
No, I will if you want to work with if I want to work with an artist or an artist wants to work with me, unless it's someone I don't have access to, let's say Little Baby, I don't know him or his team, and I really wanted to work with him, and they so happen to have an opportunity, I would send them a beat or something like that. But for the most part, it's a copyright liability for me to just send my intellectual property out everywhere, So that's why I need to have more of a relationship with the artist that I'm working with. So it's okay, if we want to work on something, let's hop in the studio. Let's figure out what type of vibe we're feeling. Here's some vibes I've already done, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Or you get a better idea of what I can do based off my catalog already. I want to work with him. I like how he works. I think I can make something really cool with him. That's when we get together in the studio. We talk about how we can work together. And I will send you stuff once we already have things, but that's more like a contract. I don't just send stuff out without having an agreement of what you're going to do with the intellectual property.
Yeah. That's business at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Man. A lot of people don't even... I think you're the first person to actually say that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just send stuff out. It's gotta be some business, some paperwork behind everything.
Yeah.
That just comes with being, more professional.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, kudos to you for that, man, for sure.
Absolutely. And then that also like protects the artist I'm working with too. So it's like protecting both of us at the end of the day. And it's creating expectations for what the relationship is going to look like and the output. Like this is the amount of songs we're going to do. This is the timeline that we're going to do it. We're going to get mixing and mastering also.
Yeah.
We're doing promotion. There are different package deals too. But it just depends on the win-win.
Yeah.
So
it takes planning.
Yeah, if you have like a whole bunch of fans already, where you can say, hey, when we release this song, I know that it's a good chance that when we put a good backing visually and all this branding behind the music, this is what I think we can get from it. Now that could be, part of the contract where, hey, we're subsidized the front end fee that would normally associate
for like marketing and stuff.
Yeah, no, you would say like, for instance, like I have like a fee, for when I'm working with artists. But if you're a bigger artist and you have like, millions of fans, I'm not going to charge you because if we release that song, we're going to be making way more than what the fee was initially. You know what I'm saying?
Compared to if I was kind of like a sort of unknown artist, you probably charge more because you're gonna have.
I wouldn't charge more. I would just have my fee.
You would have a fee. Okay. Yeah. Because you still got to promote it, and that's gonna cost money.
Not just that.
What is the fee for though?
Fee is for my production.
Okay.
For the production, mix, mastering.
All right.
So it's like you have the fee, and then you have what you do. How to promote it is a completely separate thing. It shouldn't even be on the producer. The producer doesn't have the budget to push the song. The artist, that's what the artist role is.
Okay, so I see what you're saying. The artist who already has like 1 million fans, you're gonna make money off of them regardless, so you're not gonna charge them a fee.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, so I'm gonna know where that conversion can be, so it's worth the time. Because at the end of the day, you still need to be compensated for your work.
Got you. Yeah.
So yeah, especially when you're creating that product. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. It could be hiring musicians, also the mixing and mastering, just getting the quality of something, plus the experience that I'm bringing to the table is what people are paying for. Like they know that when I'm coming, that they know that I'm going to give them something that has a certain quality to it. Someone that they got a beat on BeatStars or some website. They leased it or like they don't know.
Yeah, I lease beats. I'm not afraid to say it. I definitely lease beats. But I think I need to start. I don't know. I feel like when it comes to that, it's just easier to just go on YouTube right now. Just easier to just go on YouTube, find a beat that I like, record to it, and buy the lease.
Yeah.
That's a simple process for me. But of course, I feel like eventually I'm going to graduate to like actually having like real business structure where it's like I gotta sit with the producer and figure out a sound and that kind of thing. So.
It's like the equivalent of going to like Amazon and like buying something like a piece of art, like a decor. Now you probably have millions of people that also have that same piece of art. That make it worth less? I don't know. But I want something like when it comes to representing me, I want there to be a unique factor and that people get to see and experience and relate to you based off of how unique you are as an artist. And that's what's going to separate you from every other artist. And so that's the selling point of having curated music specifically tailored to that artist. And that's why you want to get a producer. So that's my like when I have artists coming in and I'm just recording them on their own YouTube beats and I'm like engineering them and I'm like, are you sure you just want this song? This is amazing. Like, we just finished the vocals, everything. I already see the vision, dude. This beat is not even that good. Like I'll just say like I would
too generic sounding or something like that.
I could, like it's just been done. Like it's already out there. It's like, why do you want to put your vocals on a beat that is already made, unless it's like an iconic beat that Lil Wayne, rapped on, and you're just doing a freestyle like mixtape version of of the other people's beats.
Yeah.
And like I get it, but if it's like, hey, purchase your track today beat, you know, if it's that, there's nothing really unique to it.
Yeah.
And so you want something that people haven't heard. Do you think these really big artists are using YouTube beats? Like some of them are.
Some of them are.
Yeah, I know J. Cole, he used that one YouTube beat.
Some of them are, but a lot of them are linking up with producers, probably making it on the spot.
A lot of it. And
giving their input on the spot too.
Or like beat packs and stuff, but I think the thoughtfulness is what makes like the record, and each part, each step of that process is how you would like the whole song could change based off of one little step of that process. So.
Yeah. A lot of times you can't even like, I've finished songs and that's like the beat needs something more, but I can't reach out to the producer and be like, yo, can you add some more stuff on this? Because it's like, I'm just a person who bought the lease to them. They don't have no personal relationship to me to like give me that extra effort to where it's like, yo, let me add some stuff on this beat for him. He just bought a lease, you know? So that's the thing. I see what you're saying on that.
Yeah.
On that aspect for sure.
Yeah, I think there's just levels. Like if you're starting out, no big deal of using a free YouTube beat, you know? But like what's going to separate you from that other person who used that same YouTube beat? And someone's, it's like when you're playing music to someone for the first time, you want them to really be experiencing it. It's like, dang, I've never heard this, or this sounds sick. This sounds good. But it's like if you have, or like, oh, I already know this song. Like you play the beat and it's like, oh, this is a different artist on this song. What is this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it plays the same if you just come up with something hot, new, fresh, ready, you know, thoughtful, boom, packaged. This is me. Oh, what is this? What is this?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you hear that new song that just came out? Yeah, that was fire. That was insane. Or did you hear that, you know, that new cypher from that, you know, artist?
Yeah. People respect originality.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, where can people find you?
Oh yeah, you can find me all platforms AYOMAIN music. AYO main music. One more time, AYOMAIN music. All platforms.
AYO.
Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah.
AYO.
TikTok.
Sick,
yeah.
Man.
AYO man.
Yeah. AYO Day coming soon.
Oh yeah, for sure. We need to make that happen.
Yeah. AYO.
That needs to be every day, honestly.
What would an AYO Day look like?
An AYO Day, it would just definitely wake up to like breakfast in bed. That's standard. That's regular. A studio ready for me to go to. Women at the studio to entertain me.
Oh, entertaining.
Yeah, just entertainment for this. It has to be like the perfect day. You know what I mean? I gotta go to the studio, record some songs. After that, go to a show, perform to a sold out show. Even if you don't want to be there, you gotta show up because it's AYO's day.
Yeah,
it has to be a stadium show too. Like everyone has to be there. And then after that, we go to an after party, and they would just play every song I've ever made.
Whoa!
At the whole time at the party. That's a lot of songs.
How many songs have you made?
I've made like 30 songs. That probably wouldn't last that long.
Oh, okay. That's still pretty good.
But when they're done, they got to run the songs back again.
Oh, but they have to reverse the songs.
Yeah, yeah.
They have to listen to the music reversed.
Yeah. And they have to listen to my songs. They have to stream my songs all day, too.
Okay. Every single person in the entire world.
Yeah, has to stream my song.
6 billion people need to stream your songs.
Yeah. And if they can't, that's if they can't make it to the show. If they can't make it to the show, they got to stream the song.
How much is the show?
The show is free. But you just got to be there.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that would be a good AYO day, man. I feel like I would feel loved on that day. You know?
Well,
that would be a good day for me.
I mean, so when are you starting that day? Like at the beginning of the day, is that like you waking up early? Or you
just whenever my body says to wake up.
So if let's say you had a long night and now you're waking up at 5 p.m., how are you gonna have time for the studio and perform? And
It
then
would,
all the songs, all 30 songs.
the IO day would start for whenever from the time I wake up, the next 24 hours would be IO day. So it doesn't matter if it spills over into the next day. It's still IO day. There's gonna be someone with me as soon as I wake up to know, okay, he's woken, he's arisen now.
Oh, and then they
The
push
day
the stat.
starts. Yeah, the day starts. Like there can't be no like, oh, you have to wake up on a certain day. Well, at a certain time. Come on, it's IO day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you got a lot on your agenda, so you got to make sure you have enough time for that.
Yeah, no, everything has to happen.
But then the traffic's gonna be crazy to get to the stadium. So how are you gonna get to the stadium in time for the show?
I gotta do helicopter. I gotta go helicopter.
Helicopter,
Bro.
okay, boom.
I gotta go helicopter. I gotta land. Actually, I gotta jump from the helicopter into this. You ever seen that? People jumping from a plane or whatever into the stadium to perform.
Yeah, I haven't
Isn't that
seen
what Michael Jackson did for Super Bowl?
That sounds sick. I think he did something like that.
Yeah, he flew in from like a parachute. That's how I do it.
Dang, that would be dope. That'd be kind of scary. Cause doing it by yourself, have you skydived by yourself?
No, I haven't.
I've done it with someone on my back, but I trusted the person on my back. I don't know if I would just by myself rogue hope that this machine works. Hopefully the parachute
like
comes out.
It can't be that difficult, man. It can't be that difficult. I feel like there's like a timer. I feel like they count the people who pull the parachutes. I think they count internally.
No, they have a gear like a altitude meter.
And I'm guessing it beeps or something, right, and tells them when to pull the parachute.
It does tell them, I think, like they have to do it within a certain altitude. And then I actually, while I was skydiving, I asked them what the mortality rate was on.
What was it?
On it, they say that's like 1 in a million, and then usually the people that end up dying are like the instructors, because they're the ones that push their limits and try to open up the parachute at the end, right before they about to touch the ground, because that's like the thrill is like being able to just catch it before.
Oh hell no! Yeah, that's too daring for me. You gotta pull it at the right time.
Dude, I'm pulling it as soon as I jump.
You can't pull it that early. That's too early.
Yeah,
you gotta chill a little bit. You gotta take in the moment.
Yeah, it actually is such a serene moment. It's just everything, all time stops. It's relaxing. Actually, it's just like so peaceful.
When you're falling down, it looks cool.
Yeah, it's just like you see plots of land. You know, I did it in Virginia, so you just see a whole different types of, like a green and then a brown and a circle and a road and just like green everywhere. And yeah, it's beautiful. You just see it getting bigger and bigger, and then you're like, oh, someone pulls it, and that's when all hell breaks loose in your groin area.
Oh, for real?
Because it's just so much, your entire weight and just goes directly right into your hips, because that's where the harness is. It becomes one of the most uncomfortable feelings, and then you're fine for like it's very uncomfortable for like 10 seconds, and then you're like, oh, okay, this is it. Like, I'm safe.
Okay, yeah, I haven't gone skydiving yet. I need to try that
this year.
I need to try that. Yeah, 2026, man. I'm going skydiving for sure, for sure. I feel like I'm an adrenaline junkie too.
Are you?
So I feel like I would. I love roller coasters. I love running red lights and stuff like that.
Running red lights.
Yeah.
As adrenaline junkie.
You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Dude, that's an easy ticket right there.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like I'd be down to go skydiving for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
They make you sound like a whole bunch of waivers and stuff, right, before you do it?
Yeah, you sign your life away. If anything goes wrong, you can't sue us. Family can't come after us.
That's on you.
Yeah, you decided to do this. And I'm just like watching the parachute packers, like extra careful. It's like, did you pack this one the same that did you pack the other one? It's like, I saw you do an extra fold. Is that good?
This is my life we're talking about here. Yeah, you get super nitpicky.
Yeah. I'm going to get that one. Actually, no, wait, that one. We'll do a quick, switcheroo on it. But.
Wait, but what was did you say what the mortality rate was?
Yeah, it was like 1 in a million. It really was like 1 in a million.
Okay.
And it's just because of the instructors being stupid, just defying their life. So
okay.
Just pulling it too late.
But how could you do that with someone Is that
No, by
they
themselves.
do about? Okay,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Imagine them trying to be like a daredevil while they're trying to. They're
Yeah.
supposed to be pulling the parachute.
Yeah.
Like, no, you want to experience this.
Yeah. Trust me.
Trust me, it gets better. Like, come on, man, pull the parachute.
What if we just don't pull it?
You really want your money's worth?
Yeah.
This is what you got to do.
Yeah.
Wait till the last very second.
Trust me. I got this. We got this. Look, dude, I can literally. We
Yeah.
just hit a tree. Trust me.
Yo, that'd be insane, dude.
Yeah. They have like now they're televising. I think Netflix is televising Alex climbing. Like he's one of the crazy skyscraper climbers. He's climbing the side of this skyscraper, and so that's what he does. He climbs without ropes and just goes all the way up.
What? No,
Yeah, and so they're televising that.
That is crazy.
But I don't think that's as scary as what he did with the El Capitan. You know, like have you seen that documentary?
Nah, I gotta go check this out.
Yeah, so
he's climbing skyscrapers.
Well, he's doing that, but that's not even. I don't think that's.
He's just like a daredevil type dude in general.
He's just a rock climber who's looking for his like next dangerous
thrill.
Yeah, next thrill. I think that's what it is. And I kind of get it though. It's like you put all the time into getting good at something. You want to see what you're really made of without any ropes. You're like, let's see what I can do. If I can count on myself, can I do this?
Nah, dude, you're playing. That's a dangerous ass game, bro. What is the payoff? What you climb? Okay, you climb the skyscraper. Now what, dude? What if you crack? You fall and die? And it's like, okay, your legacy is you're a skyscraper climber.
Yeah. See. Now you're thinking kind of like that's very logical. These people are like,
yeah, nah,
they're dreamers, and they're like, why, like, what would the point of life be if I were not to do this? Like, and I was called to do this. It's like would I really be living if I would go against what my dream is?
Okay, it's kind of like with my music. Same thing with my music, probably.
Yeah, so it's probably like a huge passion of theirs is to see what they're capable of without limits, or at least without the parameters of safety. It's like it's like the purest version of relying on yourself.
Yeah, hey man, kudos to them.
Yeah, it is very respectable. But
El Capitan though, what was that?
That's the one. If you turn on the I've opened the MacBook and you see the mountain range. That's the mountain that he climbed without any ropes.
Damn.
And it's, I don't even know. I think it's like 10,000 feet up. It's extremely high. And he practiced the moves over and over again with ropes. And then he finally just one day was like, you know what, no ropes. And then he ended up doing it. But they made a whole documentary on it.
Hey, I'm gonna go check that out.
It's really thrilling. Yeah, I mean, even though he's gonna live, but it's still thrilling. There is a documentary out there where the guy didn't make it, and
he died.
His last communication was of him sending the text of him being on top of the mountain, but he has to get down, and so he climbed the wrong. Like apparently, the certain side that he climbed, it started snowing. And then shit. He had no surface here like to cling on, and he was never seen again.
Damn.
So he died, doing what he loved.
Yeah, that's what life is about, isn't it? If you die, at least you die doing what you love.
Yeah.
That
it is. Yeah. Exactly.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Well, It's been a pleasure having you on the podcast.
Thank you, man. Same to you, bro.
Yeah.
It's been dope.
More to come. Go check us out on the Producer Pod on Instagram, and then also Raivis Ordway. I was going to find all my music. And, and all of your music, too.
Oh, yeah. We coming with more heat 2026 and beyond, man.
Yeah.
Definitely be on the lookout for that, man. For sure.
Any closing words?
We need to make AYO Day a thing ASAP.
Okay.
We need to make
Back to AYO Day.
We need to make that a thing. Like when you brought that up, I was like, yo, that actually has to be a thing. Once I get famous and popping, I'm a circle back on that and make it a thing. Might throw Trump some money and be like, "Yo, make this a thing." If he's still in office when that happens, who knows?
He's probably gonna be the king. At that
Yeah,
point.
he'll be able to do anything. So that can definitely happen. That's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, he's gonna declare martial law, and he's gonna stay in power forever.
Yeah, I heard he wants to to go into like 2028. He wants to make the terms longer.
Oh yeah, it's the beginning.
He's trying to do that. He's definitely trying to do that.
Yeah, and it's like, how long can a democracy really last? We haven't had much proof of concept. It hasn't been around that long. Like, that form of government hasn't been, like, one of the longest forms of government have been monarchies. So
monarchy. Okay,
you know,
they can say like dictatorships and shit like
yeah,
that.
those are like one of the more successful types of governments.
Like forms of government.
Yeah.
Dictatorships. I don't know about.
Well, they've been around the longest.
Have they been successful though?
They've been around the longest. I don't know what success really means, like, in that sense.
Success meaning like the society progressed, like they got better.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's the answer. I don't think, like, that's a good thing. I'm looking at the history, and they've been
around more. That's been the status quo as far as governments and shit go.
Yeah, and democracies haven't really lasted that long.
But do you think democracy is good?
I don't know how long it can last until there's like a revolution, and and then it's like the powers will correct themselves again, because it's like at a certain point we've given the power to certain public figures who we have elected, but eventually there starts becoming more greed and foul play going on, and it's hard to know, are these people abiding by the rules that we're all playing, and then that's when there becomes like lots of controversy and rebellion and revolution. So probably, who knows when that will be, and I think that will be a restructure of political alignment, and who knows what that's going to look like.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you know what's fair? What is fair to amass like a whole bunch of people, and how do you create that fairness? So it's like, I don't know. Democracy hasn't been around that long, so who knows? Is that the most fair?
I mean, it feels like it. It feels like we're all voting for who we want. You know what I mean? You get to vote for who you want, as opposed to just like, I'm in a family, so I'm next in line to be king, and that's how it is.
Yeah, exactly. So at least there's like more of a say, which is good. But who knows? Yeah, I'm not a.
We're getting into some deep political talk.
Yeah,
here.
I'm not that political, to be honest. I don't really know much about politics. I'm not like I'm not that keen on. No, I stick to myself and what I do.
Just music, producing, media, that kind of thing. Yeah, same.
Mindfulness and that kind of thing. But I try to understand human psychology and behaviors and why people do something, and I think it's kind of a very like an unstable time period right now. Like, a huge shift is happening, and it can go multiple ways because people are making up their own rules at this point, and who knows what's going to stick or not. And it's like we've had all these things in place, like in the government, to like check and balance it, but it hasn't been used, I don't think, in the way that it's like, who are the checks and balances?
There's too many ways around it. It's like you can buy your way into, like, that's why lobbyists, like, if I want something to happen from my company, I can just pay whoever the presidential candidate is, or I can support his campaign, and when he gets into office, he'll do this, and that for me. So there's so many avenues to kind of like circumvent the laws, where it's like,
the favors. You don't know who owes who.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like if you have enough money, you can get away with anything. I feel like there's a certain level of money that you can have to where it's like, laws that you and I would abide by, they don't have to abide by.
I don't know about money. I think it's influence, and I think money can sometimes create influence. Um, because there is a point with money doesn't overcome the morale, like moral judgment of like society, and people will correct that. Like what you were
Feel like
saying,
that.
I think there is a certain point where,
Like there's like they would say like, oh, we're not gonna do this, no matter how much money you would give me.
yeah, I don't think money can distract enough. Like the real nature of who you are as a person is going to come out, and that's what we're going to be judged off of. And then money isn't going to be able to soften that. Like I don't think you can get away with anything. Like there's some things you could probably get away with, but not just
Right.
anything. Your actions are going to be, you know, it's going to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just got to be a good person.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
definitely. It's good that you feel like that because I mean, it's, people still have some sort of morality. You know what I mean? There's certain things they just won't do for money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? No matter how much you can give them $1 billion, you put a check on the front of their desk right now and say, if you do this, even though this is totally against who you are.
Let me get it.
Yeah. Exactly. You know what I mean?
I'm just kidding.
A lot of people are gonna do exactly what you just did and say, fuck that. You know what I mean? This is gonna change my life and I'm gonna do what I have to do. But some people are just gonna say no,
Yeah.
this is not who I am.
Yeah, and then I think those are the people that are gonna. I'm hoping, like those are the foundations. Like I'm hoping that starts being instilled more in families and societies, like coming back to that.
Yo, yeah, money isn't everything, man.
Yeah.
It's not everything.
Yeah, it's not. Anyway, we're gonna sign off. Appreciate you
It's a
guys
long
watching.
talk, man.
Yeah, but it's been a pleasure, man. I'll catch you
Yeah,
guys.
Thank you for having me, man. for sure.
Absolutely. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.